I want to show you a use case for Google Gemini that I just used just a moment ago uh, to help me with a situation. So this is exactly the kind of thing that Gemini is great for. So here I am in Gmail. I have this email conversation that I'm having with a potential seller, and the seller has some property. Just give you a little bit of background. The seller has this piece of property that um, it's 2 acres. Well, we want 2 acres. They have a much bigger property, and they want us to make an offer. I told that to my buyer, and the buyer was like, "No, I'm not going to waste time with that." You know, so they want a number first. So basically, I want to send an email to this guy, let him know, "Hey, we can have a deal, but you got to come up with a number first." And it's like I wasn't really sure what the best way to say that exactly was. So click on Gemini up here. And the first thing I did was I gave it access to my tab. So if you click on this, you can add your current tab, you can add some other tabs, and that gives it access to like look at everything that's going on in there. So when I did that and I asked to put in my prompt, it read through the entire email chain. Here is my prompt. Help me formulate a response. They have a property they're marketing without disclosing a price. I have a buyer who's interested, but they're not going to make an offer unless there is a price. I want to draft to make it clear that unless they give us a price, we can't move forward. That's all I said. And see, it starts talking about Mark here, right? And I didn't say anything about Mark. It pulled all this from the thread. So it gave me a few options. Here's one option: direct and firm. Okay, hey Mark, thanks for the update on the 2 acres. I discussed with my buyer, and this is all stuff that was in the thread. So it pulled all the context. So this is controlling the context. So it pulled the context that it needed from the thread and drafted this response. Thanks for the update on the 2 acres. Discussed with my buyer. I'll stay firm. They're definitely interested in the site, but they won't move forward. Blah blah blah. If you give me a number, get back to me. This is the one that I went with. I just copied and pasted this and sent it on its way. There was another option, professional and explanatory, and then there was short and to the point. Basically, give us a number or we don't. We never go. So anyway, I like this one. I went with that one. And if I wanted to, I could have gone some back and forth with, well, I want to phrase it a bit more like this, or you know, change this wording, or take a bit of a different tone, or whatever. I could even click here and talk to it conversationally. And instead of typing that out, I could have just pulled it, clicked here, and said, "Hey, this is what I want to do," and then it would have taken care of it. So very useful tool, um, and that's yeah. You've got access to this for free, so get your money's worth.